Greetings, Cobra fans! My name is John Ridley, and that was my very terrible Cobra Commander impression. I am here with another episode of Universe Expanding Books and Toys. I'm here with a G.I. Joe inspired item, which is why I did that horrible impression. I'm here with my Transformers and G.I. Joe collection, both current Hasbro lines. I got something really cool today. And I wanted to share it with you guys. I have made a New Year's resolution this year that I needed more big bots in my life. I love big bots, and I can't be disingenuous about that. Of course, mostly this is Transformers. There are a few combiners coming out this year. They re-released a new Triptychon, which I have down here, and a couple of the newer bots. So this is actually one that's not Transformers. This is G.I. Joe, as I mentioned. Although, is it a bot or is it an armor? So what I have received is the Cobra S.N.A.K.E armor. Does it say on the box what that stands for? I can't remember what it stands for at all. It does. System Neutralizer Armed Cola King Equipment Battle Suit. Cloaking. It's weird to see cloaking without a C. Cola King. But, you know, hey, Mortal Kombat pulled it off, so maybe they learned that from G.I. Joe. So, this is the guy. This is a great character from the, not only the toy line, but the show. In the show, they were robots, which is why I said, are they robots or armor? Obviously, the box art implies that it's an armor, which it very much is. But in the cartoon, they were just robots. They were robot fighters that were just bigger than an average G.I. Joe. But the actual toy was meant to be an armor. So I've already put a figure in here, which is really neat how you, like, get to the figure. You gotta, like, pop these things off and pull the mask up. There's our trooper. There you go. And even these guys come out so you can access his hands. So he's in that cockpit making a mess of things for G.I. Joe. It was so hard to get his hands on those joysticks, but really, really, really cool. I love the different rungs so that the guy could theoretically, like, climb up into this thing. Really, really, really cool piece. I'm very, very glad that I got it. It was relatively inexpensive because it didn't come with a figure. Now, that being said, it did come with many accessories. I actually did a video before this where I unboxed him, like, clipped and everything, which is crazy because the inside of the box is really cool with the Cobra logo. I'm going to have to use that for some sort of diorama. So I had to redo the video, but I got all the pieces on him. I got his jetpack with his, like, jet fuel on here. This came separate. There were 4 different things of items, and I had said it's weird I didn't find any hands, and then I finished the video, and as I was cleaning up, I was like, oh, there's another thing with the hands in them. But he doesn't just come with hands, which are impressive and very transformery looking. But his hands actually come off so that he can have other weapons. And one of those weapons is a claw. One of the weapons is a flamethrower. And you can see the little light is lit, but you can take that off and add one of 3 different flame effects, which is really cool. Makes him very imposing. But I like him just to be ready to go and not actually firing with that hand, so I put that one there. He also has a rocket launcher. These are way easier to put on now that I found these little nubs that were in the thing. And then an actual, like, launched rocket, so you can do whatever you want with that. One of the things I like about this claw and the rocket launcher specifically is, as I mentioned in the cartoon, the robot was a robot, not an armor like this one is. Later on in the series, G.I. Joe brought out these characters called the B.A.T, Battle Android Troopers. And what I want you to notice is he's got a flamethrower and a claw available just like the Bat. Now, how can you tell this guy is a robot? Not just a robot in disguise, is that he has a chest plate. Now, this flame effect did not come with this figure originally. This is actually from Torch from Dreadnoks that I've just sort of poster puttied it there. It's a little warm today, so that's why that is looking a little droopy. But for the most part, that stays there pretty well. I also use poster putty on the bottom of the feet to keep them on place in the collection on the shelf. But anyways, that's enough about the Battle Android Trooper known as the Bats. As much as I love them, this is the precursor. And this thing is totally posable. Lots of points of articulations. Lots of different arms and things that use. I'm sure I'm going to keep him like this. I'm sure I'm going to keep him with the flamethrower and the claw. I may even have this lifted up so you can see the trooper inside. I actually have an extra trooper ready to go for my shelf so I don't have to abandon him inside this guy. Anyways, thank you for joining me as I explore a really, really cool toy. And something that just makes me happy to see because it reminds me of my childhood and reminds me of the great cartoons, comic books, and toys that we got back then in the mid-'80s especially. I didn't have a G.I. Joe shirt, so I went with this one, which is sort of a spoof of the G.I. Joe logo with stormtroopers, which is weird because it kind of implies that G.I. Joe is the evil, authoritarian, anti-terrorist organization, which was what the stormtroopers were. They were constantly trying to take out rebels left and right. Anyways, that always just makes me feel icky inside. But still, got my armor, snake armor, ready to go, ready to fight some Joes, ready to join some Transformers even on a mission if they so need. My name is John Edward Lee. Thanks for joining me for a universe expanding books and toys. I haven't been doing too much Star Wars stuff lately because I've been less impressed with the toys of late, but there are 5 figures coming to me as well as ones that I haven't shown you. So I want to do a roundup of some expanded universe figures that I've gotten. So that should be coming up shortly. Remember, if you like this video, please subscribe, share, like. I love having these conversations, and whenever I get something cool as this, I want to share it with all of you guys. So thanks again, John Ridley, Universe Expanding Books and Toys. This is not a G.I. Joe. I can't say Yo Joe. So all I can really say is Cobra!